to another episode of Spectacular Magazine Shorts. I'm your host, Phyllis Coley. Today, I am visiting with the stars of the hit TV One series, ATL Homicide. Joining me now is David Quinn and Vince Velazquez. Good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Good afternoon, fellas.
Thank you so much for visiting with me. So let me ask you, did you guys, tell our viewers the premise of the show. David, I'll start with you.
The premise of the show is two detectives that spent 19 years together working side by side, working homicides in the city of Atlanta. This is our diary, our story. The way the show is formatted, we're actually telling exactly what we were going through during the investigation of these homicides, and they have some spectacular young actors that play us in the recreations while we do the narration.
I agree. So Vince, after you guys stopped working together, what gave you the idea to come up with this show?
You know, something that we had talked about a lot when we were working together. We were aligned with some people that were in the business throughout the years doing other shows, news pieces, case-related stuff. And a really good friend of ours who was a local reporter, went on to do much bigger things, had an idea one day, what if we did a show of you guys recounting your stories? So it started with that conversation. Then we aligned ourselves with the right people. And we actually shot the sizzle reel for this show in my living room 4 years ago. And that is what they used to shop around to the networks. And TV One came in like flamethrowers and like, look, we love you guys and we love your authenticity. We want you guys to come and be a part of the TV One family. And that's exactly what we did.
So do you guys ever look back on some cases and that really bother you that you still have not been able to solve?
I mean, every detective that works homicide is going to have those cases that stay with you forever. You just weren't able to be in the right place to receive that evidence. It's hard to live with, and Vince still maintains contact with the mother of a young 15-year-old victim taken away from this world years and years ago. It's a harrowing experience to have to go through that, and we try to be there for these families. I have relationships with family members of deceased people where cases didn't get solved and where they did get solved. You become that empty place at the table in some of these circumstances.
Wow. How do you decide which cases to showcase on the show?
You know, we cataloged all of our cases, and basically it's a menu of items that we make available to the production company and the network. So we were in homicide 17 years. So we have, unfortunately, and it's nothing to be happy. Lovely dog, by the way. We love the little puppy.
Thank you. I told you we were going to be just having a real conversation. Okay.
I like it. The dog, he's like looking for some
We're having a real conversation.
I love it. I love it. So the network and the production company get to have basically to look at what they want and look at the cases that, they think would resonate with people, because what's important for us to show in these cases is the connection that we've made with the families and the community. In every case we have some a little bit more than others for obvious reasons. So we have, unfortunately, too many cases to be proud of, because it's a testament to the society we live in. But that's what we were tasked with, is solving homicides for people. I cannot stop. I want to hug I just want to take your dog through the screen and just give him a big hug. That's just such a cute dog.
Thank you. He celebrated his 8th birthday on Sunday.
I love
it. Awesome.
And I'm a dog person, so yes, we had a birthday party. Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, they have them here at my house too for my dog.
Yes. So guys, how were the actors that play you? Did you have a choice, or did you have an input in selecting the actors?
We just wanted to get some young guys that depict us in our, early to mid 30s when we first met together in the homicide unit. And we think that the network did an awesome job. The production company put together a casting call that was really competitive. And the Diaz brothers, both Chris and Angelo Diaz, I mean, they got the roles. And when we met them, when we met them for the first time, it was the first week we're actually shooting a recreation. It's 3 years ago. And we became a 4-unit family because these guys work hard. I mean, they watch our every move. Angelo, who plays me in the show, he actually lives in the Metro Atlanta area. So we hang out and have lunch, and we go get some cocktails every now and then and chop up the script. So it's a perfect situation for all 4 of us.
Tell me, what do you have? What's coming up soon? What's on the horizon for both Vince and David? So Vince, let me start with you.
We have some vacationing coming up. Once this pandemic is over with, some travel. But as far as show-wise, we are very happy with TV1, and we're hoping that we're back for season 4. But we like telling our stories and any opportunity we have to connect with the community. So there are a lot of opportunities that have presented themselves to us, but we got to be careful with what we do. We want to make sure it's in good taste. And it's representative not just of who we are as people, and as we were as detectives, but as law enforcement in general. Because I think what we're trying to show and what resonates when you watch these episodes is you see 2 guys that are not what you would expect, that work homicide and work the streets for so many years. We're not the cookie cutter, typical cop you see on a drama. So we want to continue to do that going forward in any project that we do.
Yeah, it's about protecting your brand, isn't it?
That's right. That's it. You're absolutely right. Our
It's
brand,
about protecting your
our
brand.
brand is far reaching. It's not just me. It's not just David, but we represent many things. We represent the network. We represent the city of Atlanta, the citizens, the families, the victims that we had to investigate their deaths. So there's a huge responsibility. So we take it seriously.
And David, let me ask you if there's what projects you may have coming up, if you're planning to do anything individually.
Well, other than the show, which is the labor of love, we love it. And again, we love getting another season out of this. We have so much to say, so many more stories to tell. But I'm trying to write a book. And I'm no writer, but I've been writing these homicides for years. So I have a project. I'm about 40,000 words in, just trying to put together and see where I can go to try to push it. I think it's a pretty good read for people that, really want to know what's on the minds and the heart of a homicide detective while working these kinds of tragic cases.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. And 40,000 words as a writer, I want to let you know you are well on your way. You are well on your way.
Right.
I have been visiting. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. I have been visiting with the stars of the hit TV show, ATL Homicide, that you can see on every Monday evening on TV1. I have been visiting. My guests have been David Quinn and Vince Velazquez. Thank you guys so much. And I wish you the most select, and I hope you're able to do this show as long as you want to do it. I enjoy it every week, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out, who did it every week right along with you. And you really have changed my way of thinking a little bit. So I want to thank you for that as well. I am your host, Phyllis Coley, and until next time, see ya.
Spectacular Magazine. We on the scene.